Hey everyone, I am Rebecca Anderson.
And I'm Justin. I'm Brooklyn's cousin, and Becca is my wife, so we're both Brooklyn's cousin. I teach at Fort Morgan High School, and I did FCA at UNC when I ran track there.
And I actually work for my parents' nonprofit ministry. It's called Christian Harvest International, and I've been doing that for about 2 years now. And we just wanted, Brooklyn actually messaged us about a week ago and asked if we'd be willing to submit a video for her to share with y'all that might encourage you and just might have a message that you might want to hear during this time of chaos and uncertainty.
Yeah, so with all that's going on, and we know it's especially hitting any of you seniors out there really hard, just kind of trying to understand what's happening and what you can do to get a sense of normalcy. With that being said, we've been hearing a lot of people kind of talking about Psalm 91, which is a psalm about safety and abiding in the presence of God. Usually the psalms we attribute to David, but they think from the best thing that we know, this one is written by Moses, and we'll kind of go over why that might be as we go through it, because there's some things that go towards Exodus and the escape from Egypt.
Yeah, so I'll start out reading. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust.
So, I mean, kind of right there, just talking about right now, it might be easy to not trust God and kind of start thinking about what you can do to change your own situation. But just remember that God is your refuge. He's your fortress. He's your strength. If you trust in Him, it's all going to work out for you.
Surely He shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. He shall cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noonday.
So it's literally telling us, don't be afraid of pestilence, darkness, anything that can come against us. I know you all learned about Ephesians 6 a little while ago, and put on your full armor of God. Walk in the darkness and don't be afraid, because God is covering you. You're under His wings. He's got you. And right now it says in there twice, the perilous pestilence. He will cover you during the pestilence. Right now, that's something that we're facing with this virus that's going around. God will cover you. God will protect you. God has your back.
And what does pestilence mean?
Pestilence, it's a fatal epidemic or a disease. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people look at it as the Black Plague and things like that. That's what they refer to as pestilence. We don't say that much anymore, but based on what everything's happening, that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Mm-hmm. And God will get us through it either way.
1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you look and see the reward of the wicked. So I think here we kind of wanted to address, obviously, how it talks about that people will fall 10,000 at your right hand and 1,000 at your side, whatever, all those numbers, how it talks about thousands of people falling. Obviously, we're experiencing that with this disease. There's thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that have been confirmed to have the disease, and there have been thousands who have sadly passed away, which is terrible to think about. But this is saying that if you abide in Jesus and you trust in Jesus, He will protect you. He is your refuge. And we know at the end of the passage it says the reward of the wicked, and we don't think that the people who are dying or the people who are sick are wicked. We've researched it a little bit, and we believe that it's talking about Satan and demons and the enemy, and it's saying watch what God does to them and watch how God takes this and glorifies Himself. Do you have anything to add to it?
Yeah, I think right here is kind of where we're looking at. This is talking about the Egyptians as the Israelites put blood over their doors and put the blood of the lamb, which we now have of Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. So we don't have to actually put the blood on our doorposts. But the Israelites watched on as the firstborn of all the Egyptians were slaughtered.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the tipping point. All this pestilence and all the disease that was attacking the Egyptians, the Israelites were saved from it because of the blood of the Lamb, which we now have as Jesus Christ, so we don't have to do a sacrifice anymore, thankfully. Um, so if we continue on here into verse 9, we have, because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place, no evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over you. So again, they literally made their house covered by the blood. So make yourself covered by the blood of Jesus Christ, and you don't have to fear being sick. You don't have to fear death, because we know that there's life after death. It's not just the end. You don't have to have that fear. You are covered by the blood of the Lamb of Jesus Christ. No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. So it's saying he'll send some angels to keep you from tripping, keep you from stumbling along the way. So instead of stumbling into fear and into doubt and into kind of anxiety of what you have next in life, because nobody knows what you all are going through right now, especially for you seniors, there is some doubt and there are some stumbling blocks that you could run into with things being canceled and you not being able to experience all these things. But just know that God has angels out there to lift you above that and get you onto the next stage. Because this isn't the end. You still have more to your life. You have a lot more that you're going to do than this. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra. The young lion and the serpent you shall trample underfoot. Some other translations here, it talks about trampling on the heads of evil, saying that evil will be under your foot and you will trample. You will walk over. You will be above the evil of the world. So right now we're kind of seeing some stuff that might be, it's not of God, but it's an evil thing that is scary to us right now. So if you put your faith and your trust in God, you can rise above it. And then verse 14 through the end is, because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life I will satisfy him and show him my salvation.
Yeah, so basically this whole passage, like we said, is talking about the safety of abiding in the presence of God. And one thing we wanted to reiterate with y'all is that obviously with Easter coming up, Jesus defeated death. He defeated the one thing that everyone right now is super afraid of, and rightfully so. This virus is a very serious thing, and we need to listen to what our government's saying and what the health organizations are saying, etc. But Jesus defeated death. So even though everything in our world may be telling us to be super fearful, basically just sit at home and live in fear, which I hope none of you are doing, but I know that we all have our moments. That's okay. But just know that we are fighting from victory. Jesus already defeated the devil. He defeated death when he resurrected after being crucified. And our God is faithful, and I don't believe that Jesus gave us this virus for any reason. It could have, I don't know. We'll never know until we get to heaven. But he is going to take this and make something beautiful out of it. So just be encouraged and know that as Christians, as believers, we aren't fighting in a place where we don't know if we're going to win, where we don't know what's going to happen. We already know we're going to win. We just have to pray and abide in him, and he will protect us. And just know that even though God may not have put this virus on us, he already knew it was coming, and he is going to do great things with it.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else though?
No, I think you got it.
Yeah, so it was so nice to talk with all of y'all, and hopefully maybe some other time we can do this again. Bye.